Hi, Phil here. It's time I got a few things off my chest. With upon hearing about Anita Sarkeesian, Feminist Frequency going broke, and she's pretty much out of a job, I guess. Now she can only do a podcast and earn, the minimum. She's not getting the hundreds of thousands of dollars that most people ever get because she's a flash in a pan. At first I thought, she's probably going to get some gig on MSNBC or CNN as some consultant, or maybe even work for the Young Turks for whatever time they've got left. Then it occurred to me, she just might pull a Zoe Quinn and start doing the thing about comics. Then I thought, no, there's too many chiefs in this entire ball of wax, if you will. However, on a more interesting note, on the offhand chance that I ever hit the lottery and become a multi-millionaire or something like that, when those guys win like $375 million or something like that, and then after taxes they have like $165. What would be interesting if I could, if I were able to buy, let's say, Marvel Comics. The first thing I would do, one, I'd fire Sama Amanat. Her position does not belong in comics. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. If she wants to write for Vogue, if she wants to write for Cosmopolitan, if she wants to write for all types of women's magazines, she's welcome to do so, but her function is irrelevant. She would be the first to go. Next, I'd get rid of, I believe it's C.B. Cebulski as editor-in-chief. I'd just tell him, hey, you know what? Go back to writing. You don't need to do anything else. You honestly don't. You just stick to writing. And by far, I would do this. I would put Mark Waid on notice. I will remind him that his job is to make comics, not insult the customer. If he wants to insult the customer, there's no place in that here. You see, back in the day, if I'm correct, Hollywood used to have something called a morals clause. If you were caught doing something, you pretty much lost your contract, you were out of there. Only with certain stars were they able to cover it up, but in this case, Marvel can ill afford to keep a Mark Waid. Let's call it like that. I would remind him, your social media is to promote your books, is to promote this brand. And then I would have a nice sit down with all the writers there, and I would tell them, this is not a community, this is an industry. And we do not need gatekeepers. If you want to be a gatekeeper, door. Okay? That's the way I would run things. Now, who would I hire? First of all, if I could, I would hire just some guy as a writer. I would probably put him on either X-Men, Spider-Man, or maybe the Avengers, something. He seems like he could handle team books. He really does. I put Ethan Van Sciver in there too. See if he wants to handle maybe Thor or Fantastic Four. I think he would do a great job on both comics. As for who would I hire as editor-in-chief, Richard C.Meyers. Sorry, I would hire him. I would say, hey, you seem like the kind of guy that knows how to handle a group of individuals. And let's be honest, the moment he's hired, all those SJW types are going to basically walk off. And they're not going to have anything to say. And what are they going to do? Where are they going to go? To some other company and then try to flush that company down the toilet? No. You put in decent writers. In fact, I would put just some guy. I would actually give him Ironheart. I would love to see how he write that character. But then again, he may do a very good job. Just again, he could probably write a decent Thor. Okay, maybe he could write Fantastic Four, or like I said, he's a versatile cat, from what I understand. He's got the imagination there, along with Richard C.Meyers, or your boy Zach, as his secret identity goes. So yeah, government name Richard C.Meyers. So as far as I'm concerned, that's one of the things that I would do. But like I said, this is just a fantasy of mine. I don't know if I'll get any back talk back from any of these folks. I doubt it. I'm a small guy on YouTube. I'm barely a blip on the radar. I'm the sparrow, that's going into aerospace, but everybody's looking for the B-52s, or the what is the Russian version of the B-52? Damn, I used to know this, and I was in the Air Force. No. Anyways, rate this video if you like. Leave a comment below. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe if you like this content. And until then, I'm Filter, and I am out.